Switzerland, the nice thing is you can either rent a car or use public transportation. One advantage to renting a car is that you are on your own time, and if there's also a lot of people in your group, then you can also just split up the cost of renting a car, and sometimes that ends up being cheaper. There's many different ways to get to Rigi. One with a car, as you can see here, you can directly drive to Vegas, or you can also take the train. One advantage to taking a train is you can go to Lucerne, and from Lucerne you can kind of see the city a little bit and then go up the mountain later on. There's also more than one mountain you can go up from Luzern, as you can see here in this video. That's the old town in Luzern. If you choose to rent a car, you're gonna have to drive to Vegas. Here is a really nice view of Vegas, and I believe this was in May of 2019. And as you can see here, the mountains were still covered in snow and really pretty. From Vegas, you can take a cable car ride up, and you can do that round trip if you like, because if you have a car, you're obviously gonna stay here and you want to come back this way. But if you also want to take the train going down, there's also different bus options for you, so you can do that. As I mentioned earlier, there is not just one way to get to Rigi. So if you drive a car, you can go to Vegas and ride the cable car, but there's also another way to get there. As I mentioned earlier, if you take the train to Luzern, you can do a little day trip. And from Luzern, what you can actually do here is take one of these ferry boats. And this takes you from the city of Luzern all the way to Witznau. Witznau is, I believe, one town away from Vegas if you decide to take the train and take the ferry. So there's many different options. If you choose to ride the train to Luzern, you can take the ship all the way to Vegas, ride the cable car up, ride the train down to Witznau, and then ride the ship back to the city. So you can do a lot of things here to plan your trip, or you can do that in reverse order. By riding the boat, you get to really experience Switzerland on a different level, and here you can also ride either first class or second class. And when you're in the first class, there's obviously a lot less people and you can be on the top deck, so you have an even better view than the people on the deck below. And since it's about an hour's journey, for those of you who don't like to be crammed in with a lot of people, that's always a good thing. But you can just see the view is really nice during that ride. And here is Witznau, so that's where you take the train going up here. And here's the inside of the ship. So when we went up to the mountain, it was really interesting because when you're going up on the cable car, you don't really see a lot of snow except for the mountain surrounding you, and then you get surprised when you get out there and you still see people skiing during this time. And the nice thing going there when it's still a little bit cooler is that you get such a nice view. And although there was snow everywhere, it was really clear and there was not a lot of fog. There's so many activities that you can do there. There's a restaurant, but the coolest thing about the top of Rigi is that there's also a spa there where they offer some sauna, a warm swimming pool, and also a steam room. It's really important that when you go up to Rigi, you don't forget your bathing suit, especially if you want to experience one-of-a-kind spa experience like it is here, especially with the snow right behind you there.
Can you see? You're blind. You're blind. That's what you gotta use once you're old. I got it. I got it.
Through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. One of the many advantages of going to Rigi with the train is that it is free if you buy the Saver Day Pass. This means that not only are you free for all public transportations in Switzerland, that includes the ship as well, you can also go up to the mountain for free. Usually this is not included when you go to the mountains, but the only exceptions are Mount Stanserhorn and Rigi. Otherwise, all the mountain excursions require a very expensive fee to go up, either with a cable car or some other transportation. Here was our experience going to Rigi in the summer. And you would think that in summer it would be a little bit clearer and a little bit better, but it turned out my time in Rigi in the winter was a lot clearer, because you can see here it was already a little bit hazy, a little bit foggy, and although it was sunny, it's still not completely clear that you could see the mountains. We decided to go to the very peak of the mountain here, and as you can see, there was nothing else to see, and it was just foggy. There were a lot of hikers actually that were walking around there, but for us, we just wanted to stay in the sunny part and kind of just see the view from there, because really here there's almost no visibility.